The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
Hey Matt, you want to go to Culver's?
These are fucks.
Yeah. You were the one who waited until game time.
I didn't get hungry until now. Fuck.
Also coming from the guy who willingly brings cheese pizza when he knows he gets some gas. So, fuck you.
I don't see what that has to do with
pizza because
anything.
it's delicious. The gas is just like an add-on fun thing for me.
I think first player to die tonight has to go get the Culver's.
Didn't have any pizza tonight.
Wow. So it's Friday the 13th.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dated.
Everybody gonna die.
Well, we'll find out.
Tonight we fight Jason instead of Strahd.
Hey, what's your house number?
Why?
Nothing.
There's one nearby.
I know.
They don't deliver.
I know.
God, I'm fat now. Imagine if Culver's delivered.
They're doing that thing in Indianapolis now where people will deliver.
What's your zip code?
Tell me about this.
I'm not gonna cut your address out
Are
of the
you
show.
214?
Huh?
214?
No.
224?
What?
What's your zip? Go ahead.
Okay.
Carry on.
Well, I want to make sure I'm not giving out my social security number to our listeners as well while we're doing
Your
this.
mother's maiden name, please.
No, for those who missed it, Cody lives at...
Okay.
Power up editing.
So, where are my notes? You guys were in the basement of the, what the hell was their family name?
I don't know. The window.
The Dursts.
Thank you.
Yep. Fred.
You're in the basement of Fred's house, which is creepy and cultish. Dirt floor, all kinds of fun stuff. Bozak over there just got downed by a bunch of insects.
No, we've decided that is now Ballsack.
I'm a lady.
You can still be named Ballsack.
Even more appropriate, maybe.
All right, so as I believe you guys were walking into like a 15 by 20 room, 20 by 20 room, roughly.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me look here. It is a 20 by 20 room, and
Where is this?
right there, it's the one you just drew.
Okay.
This room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy human bones lie strewn on the dirt floor.
Bones.
Is the table in the center of the room?
Yeah.
It is now.
So it looks like a dining room table of some kind?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those sort of like you would expect if you went to camp or something. You know, it's a long table. The table's probably, 7-8 feet long, 3 feet wide, and you've just got two long benches on each side. So it's easily enough room to seat 6, 8, maybe 10 people if you squeezed.
Okay. How many, you say human remains strewn, you mean multiple bodies.
Not necessarily. You see,
I want to check those and see maybe how long I can guess they've been sitting there.
okay, let's make a roll of some kind.
Investigation?
Yes.
Investigation work?
No. Let's go with,
Medicine?
I would take medicine. I would take survival at disadvantage. I would take, nature.
Nature?
Unnatural 20 on medicine.
Nature.
I got unnatural 20 in survival.
22 on nature.
Survival was at disadvantage, Matt.
Got a 19.
Nice.
I have a high survival.
Nice. Nicely done.
So for Lestat and it's Davun, right?
Davun, yes.
Okay. For Lestat and Davun, you both would imagine that these bones have been laying here for a long time. Like they're bleached white, old. There's no meat or sinew left on them. Like they're, I don't want to say fossilized, but they're old. With a survivor roll at disadvantage, Bozak, this is probably due to your time out in the desert. You've probably seen lots of kills and so forth. You would recognize that these are not bones as if corpses. These bones consist of different parts, but they wouldn't make up one human being. They wouldn't make up two human beings.
That was my question. They are humanoid.
Yes, they are humanoid bones, but they make up, how do I want to say this?
Chunks?
Yes, chunks would be a good way to describe it. And with the 19, I'll even give it to you, you notice that there are teeth marks in the bones.
Awesome.
And by teeth marks, I mean, can I tell what teeth they are from? I mean,
You would assume that they are teeth marks of humans.
Okay. Any
Um,
pronounced fangs or anything in the bite mark?
not that you notice. Just seems to be.
Were there?
It just, sort of like, after someone eats a chicken bone, it kind of has that little bit of gnawed bits on it. Yeah, you've got that going on. As if someone suckled the marrow out of them, perhaps.
Need to time out real quick here. Ordering Papa John's. Does anybody want anything?
No, I don't want any Papa John's, thank you. You also notice, now, as you guys step into the room, and perhaps, we'll say Pithur probably notices it since everyone else seems to be having heads down investigating the bones. As you guys entered this room, you notice that there is a hallway leading off to the west. There's a hallway leading to the south. And, Pithur, you actually notice that there appears to be a shadowed alcove to the east. Can't really see it. You would guess that it's probably some sort of storage. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. But there does appear to be a shadowed alcove, is the best way I can describe it. Okay. No doorway, no frame, nothing like that. Just
Like
sort of
breakfast nook.
carved out of the... Yeah.
Alcove, hall.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, that's basically it, yeah.
You look like the weird disease Tony Stark had in Iron Man 2. That's what your map looks like. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So yes, since they're investigating the bones laying on the floor, would you like to do anything, Pithur?
I feel like he's pointing me there, and I'm going to get attacked by something again. Not having good luck here.
Watch out for brooms.
If you find two
yeah.
stone sarcophagi
My
and
curiosity-
one is empty, don't open the second one. Word to the wise.
My curiosity will take me to that alcove.
Will it now?
Roll sanity.
attacked by a rug!
Cthulhu. Ascends.
I approach cautiously.
Kathy Hulu.
Cthulhu.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
14.
Roll initiative.
Just him, right? He's in the alcove.
Just him.
Stop doing what he tells you to do.
6.
No, I'm just making mention of it. I was going to make mention of it when you guys walked into the room, but you immediately went to look at the bones, so I'll let you look at the bones.
That's fine.
Somebody want to draw 20 by 20, or whatever that is. Draw that on that.
Oh.
Oh, in the middle.
Do a marker.
Yeah, somewhat. If you basically draw it exactly that way, that'll work.
Okay.
Stop doing what Cody tells you to do.
Yeah, when he prompts us like that,
I know.
There are things there to look at. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not so nice.
unrelenting dickbag.
My character's thirst for adventures made him curious.
That is true. If you didn't already have an inspiration, I would give you another one.
Start burning these inspirations. He's been handing this shit out.
Use an inspiration to do initiative again.
I think now that we've learned how to play D&D, he's like rewarding us. What's that thing in the middle?
Table.
We'll treat the table as fine terrain. You guys can definitely move through it. So if you'd like to place yourself either to the left or the right or in front of the alcove, wherever you'd like to go there, it's Troy.
Which one's
Yeah.
the alcove? That thing?
Yeah.
And where are the bones, just so I know?
Yeah, what
They're
side
on
are
and
you
around the table, so you guys
Okay.
can be in any square that you want to be.
In the corner?
Yeah, four
Because
corners.
you, need to
Nice.
be, you need to be one square farther away.
This one?
Yes, you would have provoked something had you been there.
Okay.
Okay.
Had you not checked it out, they would have gotten a surprise attack.
Pithur says, "Oh look, there's an alcove. Let me explore it."
A shadowed alcove. At least it doesn't get a surprise round on you. It's off Dex, yeah? It goes first.
Clearly.
So you see something 6.5, 7 feet long, probably every bit of 14, 18 inches in diameter.
Oh, you guys found my dick. Good job.
Come come flying out at great speed, and you notice that you notice the sound of like writhing tentacles and a bit of snapping.
Oh my god, it is Cthulhu.
No, it is my dick.
You have a very weird shaped penis.
Not the first to tell me. Today.
So let's see here. So these tentacles, you see that there are 4 of them, and they lash out at you.
They sound like fucking tape arms.
It's like a roper.
It's a
No,
14
it's got teeth
hit.
on the end, doesn't it?
Okay. So what you see is, best way to describe it is, Tremors?
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know how they had the weird ass blasters thing that kind of had like the bitey mouser thing?
Right.
Imagine that with 4 flailing tentacles around it, as if the 4 flailing tentacles are to draw you into its mouth. That's kind of what you're looking at. So your giant beak, no visible eyes, 4 tentacles, and then a long snake-like body.
Did anybody here watch Tremors 5?
Nope.
And I'll let you have the... You can go ahead and take your initiative now.
It's a lot
You
of
are there.
Jurassic Park references.
Should we all roll initiative now?
No, because this thing basically just slithered out and tried to take a surprise bite out of Troy.
18 hit.
It does.
7.
What weapon are you using?
An axe.
You swing your axe. You bite into again. It's sort of serpentine in its body, and you take a swing, and you're expecting to take off a tentacle because you know you've hit it solidly. And you notice that you bite into it, and you definitely see some pus and blood and stuff ooze out of it. It doesn't bite as hard as you would think it would. Like, you really should have lopped a piece of it off, and you didn't. And it continues snapping in your general direction. Now I'll take initiatives from everybody.
Nat 20.
So your total is...
22.
Thank you.
But it's Nat 20, even if it wasn't the highest.
On
I'd still
initiative
go first,
roll, it
right?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking wasted Nat 20.
Yeah,
It doesn't really get you any perks.
And you were at
It
6,
makes you go
right?
first. Okay. Which is, I guess, going first can be a
Jeff?
perk.
12.
Jeff is at 12.
I had an 8.
Wow. Rolling high already.
They see me roll.
If I'm gonna roll low on initiative, I'll take it.
That's fair. Of all things to roll low on, that I suppose that's not awful. Matt, you suddenly hear this snapping. You probably hear Pithur cry out in some sort of terrible Russian accent as he swings his axe at what you would recognize as a... I'll let... If you'd like, I'll let you take a... Would you know about these? Where do these things live?
I like to think that the 7.5 foot tall Goliath screams like a girl, but
Like a stage.
Good thing that's not up to you.
I like to think he sounds like Schwarzenegger for some reason. That's it's got to be it.
It's not a python! Matt, feel free to attack at will.
Will is the character's name.
Put
Just
that
so you
inside
know.
the
I
alcove.
mean, what about the identifying it thing?
I was trying to decide whether or not you would necessarily know what it
Well,
was.
what could I roll to identify it?
'Cause
That's not a move or an attack action. That's just an extra action. So
because you're tribeless, right?
yeah.
I'll give you a nature roll.
Nature or animal handling probably over.
No, not animal handling.
No?
Can you get a survival roll instead of nature?
Sure, I'll give you a survival roll.
is it a monstrosity or
15.
an aberration?
It's a monstrosity.
15.
You're pretty sure it's a grick.
And what do I know of Grix?
On a 15, not a lot.
Okay.
They're what do I want to say? They're sort of
Could be able to eat things.
they're advantageous predators. So
Right.
they sort of hang out and look for something to, snake by, that kind of thing.
So probably not the greatest of fighters.
You would not think so.
Tough. Okay, I attack with El Fire Bolto.
El Fire El Boto.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish for the fireball.
10.
Straight 10. You have anything to add to that?
No, I had it already.
Oh, okay.
So you let loose with fire, and probably you can't quite tell where it is. You know it's a big thing, and you kind of missed on where its body is. So fire kind of ricochets in the little alcove, but you don't exactly strike it.
You sort of give it a nice silhouette form.
Yeah,
Now-
now you
now
definitely
we know
see
where
how
I've
it's
big it
seen
is.
where it is and how big it is.
Yeah, and it's good size. I mean, it's probably every bit of 7.5, 8 feet long. From
Was there anything flammable in the area that I might have accidentally hit in the alcove?
no.
That's firebolt. If it's something that's not being worn and is flammable, it will catch fire when it's hit by firebolt.
That's fair.
Just checking. And actually, speaking of fire, I do have a question about my character.
Yes.
Resistance to fire mean I'm flame proof completely, or
No.
I'm just resistant?
Half the damage.
You take half the damage of fire.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Probably should have looked that up like 2 sessions ago.
that's all right. Okay, and the Grick decides to take another swing at the thing that's right in front of him.
Is the Grick's last name Rhymes?
No. Yeah. 10. All right. Again, these tentacles, you can see it now. Like I said, there's this sort of salivating beak right in the middle, and these tentacles are clearly trying to wrap around you and, crush and pull, and you just stand there like a solid wall against it. They ain't getting you. Jeff.
Is this thing mobile?
Yes, right now it seems to be, kind of how,
Yeah, you're
pythons
still standing there.
Well, no, I'm just trying. Yeah, just curious.
You can see it sort of looks like, those horrible cartoons with the snakes in the basket. Like it literally was sort of just curled in this dark corner waiting for something opportunistic to come across. So, it's curled in there.
And you would have attacked a rat with the same gusto with which it's now attacking Pithur.
Correct.
Okay.
It is uncurling itself, and it looks like it's getting ready to move, but again, it wants the nearest thing. Mr. Brassrocks.
Make a dex save.
You make a dex save.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's pretty bad.
Yep.
Need anything extra for that? That was a 1. That was a crit 1 for people at home. We can't see the dice.
Double damage, right? I want to get some crit cards.
6 damage.
6 total damage. What was it?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, thank you.
Okay.
The only damaging cantrip a cleric has.
You do notice that it does, it seems to, it squeals and roars in pain. You definitely scored a solid hit on it. Lucas.
Magic seems to do better.
I just tried. You looked at me when you said it.
I hit it. It didn't hit so hard. He hit it. It hit pretty good.
Okay.
I don't have magic.
2 + 2.
I don't have magic. So that's
Okay,
not gonna
was
happen.
I confused from the beginning? You looked right at me and said it. I'm sorry.
I looked at you because the mic is in between us.
Look at the mic.
It's so sensitive.
Good mic presence.
Oh.
You do have this look in your eyes, Troy, that listeners don't get to see. It's a very intense look.
Because I'm fucking shitty month.
Keep getting attacked by everything I touch.
It's true.
Oh, that'll get fucking big.
He's not talking about the game. He's talking about life.
Oh, yeah, I know. Me
IRL,
too.
dude.
Right? There's people in the alleyways just hit me all the time.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna try out this new hand crossbow that we picked up earlier.
Sweet.
So let's fire at that.
Dude,
Is
you're
he
not-
within
there's
5
no
feet?
try.
Yes.
Okay. That is
That looks like a 6 from here.
so 11.
It's a slevin.
A Slevin.
It's a 11 hit.
Well, fortunately, the AC is a 14, so...
So snow.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You don't have to bleep that because that's not a real word.
So...
Somehow that totally doesn't go by the sense.
It's gonna still get bleeped. But
I'm not used to this.
Be a beep.
I'm not used to this hand crossbow.
I was gonna say, you let loose with this hand crossbow, and the bolt flies wide. It smashes, on the ceiling somewhere. You just don't have it. You don't have it gauged right yet.
I have more
Lestat
bolts
isn't-
than I do arrows, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
Oh yeah, it definitely breaks. You're not getting that one back. And Colossus.
Nope.
What'd you roll?
9.
9 total.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I got 11. So.
Another
11.
11. All right.
Lucky number 11.
So you take a swing at the axe, and it's moving around in there. It's actually moderately dexterous. You're kind of surprised. It happens to sort of move out. You get a bit of a glancing blow, and again, you're feeling like your axe is not biting into this the way that it should. Yes, sir.
Could I have moved?
Yes, if you wanted to.
I'll move
No
up.
reason why you couldn't. Okay.
I just didn't think about it before we moved on.
No, you're fine. You're talking to the mic, but you're fine.
I am talking into the mic.
All right. As long as it's picking you up, I can
Yeah,
see.
it's
It
picking
picks
up.
him up. It red lights him half the time.
Okay.
Who, me?
No.
Bozak.
Yeah. 1 second.
No worries.
Chicken something. Okay. Since I'm in the back and because I'm weak, I flex my muscles into a pose, and an aura around me builds, and I go Super Saiyan and use my mage armor for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
So I have 15 on my armor class.
I thought for a second there, I actually encountered a fight with some buddies, and I kind of hope he's listening to this. We actually got into a fight against some drakes, and we were relatively outmatched. And he says, "I want to stealth." And he's like, "The drakes see you. You can't stealth." He's like, "No, I want to stealth for my own party." And we're like, "Okay, well, we're all fighting the drakes, so we don't notice what you're doing." He's like, "Okay." I turn around, walk out of the cave, and lay down behind the biggest rock I can. I'm like, "You douche! You're wearing full plate armor. What are you doing?" That's what I thought you were getting ready to do. I thought you were getting ready to
You
flip
did that
the
in the
table
tower.
behind
You just
us.
sat on the bed when we fought against people.
Yeah.
All right.
Just aired.
So Matt went. Still no targets have presented themselves. So it's going to take a third attack at old Goliath man there. That one hit. Because that is a 22.
Not a nap. You're fine.
But it doesn't hit light.
31 hit points.
Not anymore.
7 damage. As these tentacles wrap around you and just kind of pull, and they've got the suckers thing. They're kind of, cephalopodish, and they pull you into the beak, and then the beak snaps.
Does it
at
have a hard candy shell on it?
you. It does.
Okay, I'm really happy to look at this window and nod at that book. Because I can see your book.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you just see the creature.
I know.
You can't read.
I know.
You're looking at the wrong creature. It's the one behind my notebook.
Oh, then it's fine.
That
Because
thing's terrifying.
it looks almost exactly like how you described it, so.
That's a lot harder to kill.
Okay.
And so as it pulls you close, it actually attacks with its.
Oh God, yeah.
I
it
was
is.
going to give you a big kiss.
9.
If a 14 didn't hit.
Well, maybe a slime did. Alright, so it,
That's what he would say, so.
as it pulls you close,
What do you say? Is that shitty?
it sort of snaps at you.
Have you been playing D&D for the last year with him?
I mean, the man has a point. I probably would have been that shitty.
What's up?
As they, it pulls you in, and it snaps at you thinking that it's got you now. It's easy prey. It's gonna eat you. And you just kind of, brute strength, just kind of reach up, grab a tentacle, just lean back and pull away. I mean, you're total Conan the Barbarian holding it, right there at the moment.
Can you, like, pull on it and actually do damage?
No.
No.
I'm just saying that it didn't beat his AC. It's got a hold of him. The best thing it probably did was that. Okay. We were at, the Grick had a hold of Pithur.
Bit missed.
Missed the bite, and it is now Davun's turn.
Yeah, it's Davun.
Molasses cookies.
They're really strong.
Good.
Matt continues bringing treats to the game night, so we
How
appreciate
low are
that.
you? How low are you?
He's good.
Okay.
He's got more hit points than all of us.
I know that, but
Possibly combined, yeah.
I've got 20.
He's on you by 10.
11.
Yeah.
Matt's hard.
Brought it up to 7.
I will Sacred Flame it again. Make a dex save.
Do it.
20.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll save it.
What's that?
Yep. Let's try this again. This time I'll shoot a bow. I'm going to shoot my whole bow. The whole bow.
All right. So you are.
I'm going to throw the bow at it now. Let's fire an arrow at it
Yep.
from the bow.
Go ahead.
Nope. I'm gonna.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a crit 1, so I'm gonna just inspiration that because I don't want bad things to happen to people.
Okay.
It was going to go on my fucking back.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna use a different die this time. Nope. Happened again.
Oh my god!
What
the fuck?
Ow, that chair's...
Roll me a d4.
D4.
Yep.
2.
So you pull your arrow, and maybe since Bozak is right behind you, maybe whatever. You draw, and you suddenly bump your arm, and your aim goes wild, and you shoot the arrow straight into the ceiling.
Okay. I didn't hit you.
Lucky.
Colossus,
Not having a good day, guys.
you haven't had a good character so far. You keep
I
missing
know.
things.
Worst rogue ever. Just kill me
15.
now so I can play my ranger.
Hits.
Maybe you should come up with your own name. What's the next one called?
Nice.
16.
16 damage. Man.
I was going to name him Reeves Dodgers.
Credit on my damage.
There you go. So probably because it pulled you into range, you're thinking you're lining up for a kill shot, and you're like, I'm gonna lop this thing in half, no problem. And you take a giant wedge out of its back, and it roars, and its beak sort of clacks in pain, and gore sprays everywhere. You're like, man, I should have cut this thing in half. This thing clearly is not taking as much damage as it should. And we're back to the top. So Bozak.
Somebody else needs to hit this thing.
I mean, to be fair, Pithur's doing all he can do.
12. Does a 12 hit?
14.
Missed again.
So again, fire streaks out across the room, lighting it up, causing a fun
It's
racket.
really well hidden in the shadows, guys.
Pretty colors.
So there's that.
Anybody else want to hit this thing?
Well, I think it's its turn now.
I hit it.
Were you looking at me or the microphone there?
Put a shield
Yes.
right here so you guys don't interact.
Put a big piece of plexiglass between the two of them.
We can still see.
No.
19, Troy. 19 hits you, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. It lashes out with its tentacles again. It really thinks it's going to eat you. It really does. That's another 7 damage.
You are a very large fellow, though.
And again, the beak clatters in your face. And that is a 20.
Wow.
Unknown.
I'm down.
And that is
Oh.
Not 20
Not
damage.
20 damage.
Shit, dude.
20 to hit.
This thing's getting 20 damage. We're never getting out of here.
And the beak bites down. So it grabs a hold of your torso this time and pulls you in. And you try and move away from the snapping beak, but it's got, sort of the toucan thing with the sharp beak, and it just rips into your flesh for another 4 damage. It's a total of 9 damage, I think, total.
Cool.
Neat.
Tank being tank. Jeff. Davun's turn.
You kept moving closer. Is that for a purpose?
So you didn't need healed.
Last time.
It does now.
Okay, I've got one spell left.
Use it on me. I'm better.
All right. We got a lot of area still to cover, I think, down here, but so it's gonna suck not having any spells when we need them. Not that we don't need to heal people, but it's gonna be a bitch.
Sacred Flame.
And that's the deck save, yeah?
Yep.
7.
Hit it. Hit it
For
harder.
2.
You get another glancing blow off of it, and it does cackle in pain, but it's still moving.
Yeah.
Lucas,
Try my third D20. See if I can get a 1 on this one.
you want to go microwave them or throw them in the freezer or punish them somehow?
Maybe.
All things I've seen people do to shame their dice.
That's pretty shitty. How about a crit 20?
Do you want to inspiration that?
No, I'm out of those.
Oh, okay.
But I will take the sneak attack damage with it
One would assume, yes.
that I was doing wrong last time.
Yep, so roll your bow damage.
So damage is 10 plus...
No, roll twice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't multiply.
15.
Is that a hand crossbow?
It's 10. You rolled a 5 and a 5, so 10.
Oh, plus the 3, though. Sorry. I was going backwards.
Eh.
I was using the last game's issue. So 10 plus 3 is 13. Plus 1, apparently, because it's
So 14 total?
landed on something.
You roll the sneak attack twice, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 3 more.
17 total?
Yes.
So this time, you realize where the corner of the wall is. You pivot your hips. You've got your shot lined up. And you see this thing which is just torn into the Goliath's chest and is pulling back. It's got bits of sinew and blood over its mouth. You realize that blood-red mouth makes a really nice target. And you bury an arrow inside this thing's open maw. And you just see it just freeze in place and kind of... And it drops to the floor.
Hooray!
It be dead.
I turned my bow sideways for the kill shot, is what happened.
Check it for a potion of curing.
Is there anything like glands on this thing you guys could use for spells and stuff?
Oh yeah, grip glands. I forgot. That's a component for.
Well, I don't know.
He doesn't use any components for his magic.
Oh,
I
okay. I don't read up on spellcasters. So.
No, I have a focus. I have my.
Oh, that's right.
shells
That's
in a
right.
pouch around my neck.
Okay.
That just because we were talking about XP, that would have been worth about 112 apiece.
Wow.
Is that right? 12, 12, 12, 12. So that'd be 448. Lucas got the kill shot, so we would have actually had 114. So there's a couple remainder. And the Grick lies there dead.
What is
Search
level,
the alcove.
What is level 3 in points?
I have no idea. I don't know off the top of my head.
900?
So you search the alcove. And it's completely empty.
No, it's not. There's a carcass there.
Well, there is that. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of flash marks on the wall from
Am I
fire
able
that bounced
to? Am I
around.
able to retrieve that arrow or the one in the ceiling?
No.
Okay. Just
You
asking.
used to buying arrows.
Well, the tall guy could reach down and grab it out of the ceiling if it wasn't
you
broken.
shattered it.
Just making sure. Dirt.
The
Third floor. And
Dirt
DM, you
face.
gotta tell me when 8 hours have passed.
yeah. Well, I mean, basically, it's the next time you guys rest, unless you do a lot of stuff.
Okay.
You've got that bonus until you rest. What was I gonna say? It looks like that was probably a larder. Like if you dig around in the dirt underneath the corpse, you probably find like a fork. You know, maybe a spoon. Like random scraps of food, maybe.
It is a spoon.
Again, just like everything else, it looks like this place hasn't been touched in forever.
Is there anything on the table?
No. Bones. I mean, the bones are sort of scattered
Nothing
about.
but bones. Okay. And we have a west exit and a south exit.
Correct.
Yep.
We've been heading south. You want to try west real quick?
I say we keep going in the same direction.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
And I would like to say, I don't know if you guys remember this from last time. I'm assuming the listeners do since they just listened to it. You did hear chanting in the distance?
Yes, I do remember that.
It's grown a little bit louder. Yes, sir.
The table.
Yeah.
Has me intrigued. Do I have any way of knowing if we're underneath where the table is on the first floor?
Make me...
God, it's like a navigation roll almost.
Let me see. Can I see the skills?
Acrobatics,
It'd be
animal
survival.
handling, arcana, athletics, deception, history,
Probably,
insight.
Knowing where
intimidation.
you are.
Give me a survival roll at disadvantage. Because you traveled underground quite a ways.
7.
Maybe. Could be.
Can I would like to just thoroughly, I want to roll a perception and want to feel the wall. I'm looking for any kind of a pressure switch or anything.
Roll perception.
I'm kind of curious now.
You can roll perception if you like.
I'm kind of curious because there should have been a drop down that we never found up in that dining room.
Unnatural 20.
We'll let him do it and see what
You don't notice anything in this room. Again, everything seems to be, at least in here. Pithur's clearly crouching a bit because the ceilings are just maybe barely at 8 feet, and it's very much sort of hollowed out of the earth. None of this is finished floor. It's dirt and it's dirt walls, and clearly they put in some I can't think tonight. Sorry, I'm tired from all the work this week. They put in some braces to keep the ceiling from caving in, but you're not noticing any bit of architecture. You're not noticing any bit of planning beyond that. It's literally been hollowed out by hand. And you search around, and you kind of cake into the walls a little bit. You could maybe dig through them if you thought that was a real safe idea, but other than that, you're not detecting anything out of the ordinary in this room.
Cool.
Okay. South, yes. What's the agreement?
Yep.
South it is.
So the south hallway, it comes, you realize that these have been hollowed out as simple passageways, so they're not very big. As far as game terms go, I meant to get a rag while I was in there so we could clean off the map, because we need to clean off the map. Can we get a paper towel with water?
I'm gonna.
Or not. That's
Let
fine.
him do it. You look at the guy eating his dinner.
Rather than the guy who's going to draw the map that I'm describing, yes.
Thank you, Lucas.
I would just even set him on the floor, because we'll need him probably again. So this hallway to the south, it sort of goes straight south 5 feet, then turns to the west 5 feet, then turns to the south 5 feet. So it just sort of makes a big L.
Okay.
And it then, as it makes that turn, it tees to the east and to the west, and then runs down about 20 feet before banking to the left again.
What letter does that hallway represent?
Doesn't T, it pluses. Sorry, I described that wrong.
Okay, that makes sense.
Lowercase
Yeah, like that.
t's.
Going to the what again?
It goes all the way, so you're sort of,
At the 20.
at the 20, it goes to the east. Yep, Lucas has got it right there. Marching order, please. Who's going first?
You want to, or
I
you want
don't-
me to?
Remember, are we dark? Is it dark?
Yes.
Yeah.
No light.
Probably should be somebody who can
You
see
guys
dark.
don't have
Okay,
dark vision,
I will.
right?
Well, Matt, Bozak was carrying a torch at one
Put
point.
me in the back. Put the two guys you can't see in the middle.
Okay, so we've got Davun leading, and then we've got Bozak, and then we've got
Sorry.
they know anything on the floor is free game. So we've got Davun, then Bozak, then Colossus, and Lestat is bringing up the rear, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys going to go ahead and proceed? Which way are you thinking about heading?
Want to keep going south? Coming down this way, we come to
We're just at a T.
plus.
So
Yeah, you kind of came to a plus and come to an
Keep
intersection.
going. Yeah, south.
Okay.
good.
We'll burn a lowercase t for time to leave.
Okay. As you reach the center point of that intersection, Jeff, you hear a rumble. You want to go ahead and draw this because we're gonna need it. You hear a rumble in the dirt around you, and you see.
And you know how earlier we said the Grick looked like the thing from Tremors? This is the thing from Tremors. This is a graboid.
You see these desiccated hands start clawing their way out of the earth as they lift themselves up.
Turn back and run. Yeah.
So when my bowels release in fear, I will
That looks
literally
just
shit
about
on my
right.
enemy, right?
So put yourself at the T, Jeff, or put yourself at the right in the. You're fine right there. Yeah, if you want to draw that back, that works. Yeah, that works. So put yourself right in the middle of the intersection, and then you guys can slot yourselves back the way you were. Let's get some sweet-looking skeletal figures here.
This is only a 5 foot wide hallway,
Yes, sir.
so he's literally the only one that can see us.
No, you guys can sort of see around him. You're definitely hearing it. That one pops up on this side. No, it's right up on top of him.
Just hand him to me.
No, it's because I'm just going to go ahead and draw it because he can probably see it. Goes, close enough. See, it's kind of going like that. Ish, yeah. So bad at drawing maps, that's why I don't draw maps.
That's why Photoshop is better.
Absolutely it is.
Can I ask a really naive question?
Sure.
Is Photoshop free?
No.
You can get like a 30-day trial.
How much is it?
GIMP is
The
free.
trial is free.
Duh, I heard that part. How much is Photoshop?
Incredibly expensive.
Hundreds of dollars.
Mhm.
That's why I'm still working off the CS3 from 2006.
That's why I use Corel. I get that from work.
And I will take initiatives.
20?
Just hold on for a second. Find my page here.
Hey, how many skeleton guys? 4?
Yeah.
Yep, 4.
Lucas.
What?
I wasn't. I was looking at that.
Huh? Oh, it was a stupid math question. I assumed it was you.
Does it look like an elevator?
See, that's the thing. You gotta keep calling back to shit I said 6 months ago, because I don't say near as much dumb shit as you.
That's not true at all.
What were the initiatives again?
20.
18.
12.
5.
Ooh,
How do we do that?
low ball on it. That was weird.
And they roll. Wow, really? Okay. Your dex, Matt.
2.
Over under.
Over. I swear to God.
Move the fucking box.
I did! He's
No,
a fucking
fold the
magician!
things inside.
Oh,
Dipshit.
that's just complicated.
Put something on top of it.
Um,
Something not super heavy.
Pithur, though you have quite a ways to get anywhere, you get to go first.
He can't move through our space, can he?
He can't stay there.
I got crossbow.
And you are taller than everyone. You can feasibly shoot overhead.
That's inconsequential.
I'm
Tell
short.
him to duck. Well, tell Matt to duck.
Hope I don't hit you.
You can basically shoot at one of the two directly in front of you. You can't get the angle.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody
Which one
else.
Are you? You're this guy?
He's here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, hold on. Here we go.
16? No, 18?
18 hits, yeah.
Better, Jesus. Are they skeletons or are they zombies?
No, they definitely have flesh on them. And they're...
So make sure you kill them outright.
11?
11 total?
Yeah, one right in front of him.
Gotcha. So I'm assuming this, again, in keeping with references to like Conan the Barbarian and like Mongols and stuff. I mean, mechanically, you still use the same bow that everybody else does. But I just imagine that the pull on your bow is like 85 pounds more than the pull on Lestat's bow.
Well, mine is a heavy crossbow.
I was say you got some oomph behind it.
A Goliath heavy crossbow uses javelins.
Exactly. Like you're launching.
It's a ballista that he's actually just holding.
So you actually hit this ghoul right in the chest, and like it's now missing an arm and most of its upper torso. It's still clawing at Davun with one hand.
Did it get shoved back at least a square? Jeez.
No. I'm just saying
All that
that
power?
11 from a bow is a really, really good shot. So it is it hurts, but it's still kicking. Will you move
Clawing. One of the two.
Yeah. Will you move both of the ghouls, the one up and the one over to the side, because they're zombies and that's how they roll.
Are they zombies or are they ghouls?
Fair enough.
No, you've changed it. Now you gotta tell us. Which one is it?
Who identified? Nobody identified.
You said ghoul first, and then you said zombie. You identified.
Oh my god, you fucking wads! I rolled a 17 perception. What the fuck is it?
Oh, well, it's not your turn.
That's why I haven't tried to roll.
Are they hitchhiking ghouls?
Alright, so
Sexy.
two
Hitchhiking
attacks. First one's an 8. Second one is an 8. So they claw at you uselessly. Just sort of bounces off your armor.
You're just kind of like,
Stop it! Stop!
We want to eat you. Let us eat your corpse. Bozak.
17 on perception. Are they ghouls or zombies?
they're Zools.
I will give you... Because they're not really monsters. I mean, they're not...
Make that a religion check.
Yes, I would take religion. I would take arcana. It needs to be something more book learning based.
16 on religion or arcana. It doesn't matter.
They are ghouls.
Okay.
You see ghouls. What would you like to do?
I am
one of them?
firebolting.
Which one?
Which one did he shoot?
The one right in front of Davun.
You can only see these two.
No, he
Something
could
like that.
theoretically hit the one around the corner.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll get the one closest to me.
Okay.
Crit fail.
No, you won't. An inspiration.
Inspiration!
Erase your inspiration.
I will. Well, at least I didn't catch myself on fire, but I still
Or
missed.
me.
What'd you roll?
get?
I got an 8.
Okay. So you throw fire around the corner. It does no good. Lucas.
We're gonna hit anything with fire.
How would I... From where I'm at, there's a wall in front of me.
Yep. At this point, you can see none of the enemies because everyone's in the way.
So can I move to this square?
Excuse me, pardon me.
Through
Pardon me,
people?
pass it through.
Or no?
He is a rogue. He could.
What is your total movement?
30?
Okay. I would say that you can get there, but you have to stop there.
I can't attack.
No, you can't move any further.
Okay.
I will say that is going around two large individuals and a guy in full plate who's being attacked. I'm going to call that difficult terrain, so it's half your movement.
I'm not in full plate.
Oh well.
I haven't got the full plate yet.
You're working on it. So yes, if you go to that point.
Let's fall, no farther!
Actually, and Lucas, now that Lestat is there, directly behind you is a flight of stairs downward.
Okay.
You trip and fall.
I was going to say. Behind you is 6 more
Where's
ghouls.
the marker?
Um,
You know, we'll worry about it later.
yeah, unless you're going to run down them, it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
that's okay. So now I can see things.
Yes, you can now attack the one straight in front of you or the one at the corner.
I'll stab that one with my rapier.
All right. You do the stabbiness.
Gonna rapier it.
I mean, because they don't have flesh, is a stab, is a piercing
18 plus
damage thing
5.
like a disadvantage?
That's why he was asking whether or not it was a ghoul or a zombie, because depending on what you're using, it does change. Ghouls are actually like they're raised by evil things. Like they are more flesh and bone than your typical zombie.
They're intelligent undead, aren't they?
13.
Ghasts are ghouls.
Gassed.
13 damage.
13 total damage.
Yes, sir.
Duh, Jeff. Gosh.
Come on, Jeff. Jesus.
Everybody knows that.
So this is the one with the one arm who's sort of pawing, and you sort of duck and dip and dive and wiggle your way around, and you sort of pop out of nowhere and strike with your rapier, and you go right through the thing's left eye and hit whatever sort of a brain it still has, and it twitches and falls to the floor, more dead than it was.
You more dead.
You can go.
I like the phrasing of more dead than it was.
I mean, it was technically dead.
How far back are those stairs?
Castio.
They basically occupy 5 foot square. They're very
Like
quick.
directly from where I'm at.
Yes, a quick set down that way. Yep. And then there's a landing. And there's more, but we'll
get
go
to
from
it
there.
later.
Yep.
Who's next?
Next,
Seth Goldberg.
Jeff Davun. To burn the spell or to not burn the spell? That is the question.
Don't burn the spell.
No.
Wait a minute. Can you do that without an opportunity attack?
Yes,
He's
because
still
I am
within
still
5
within
foot.
range. Hammer at the one in front of me.
You. Oh.
You want me to bring the hammer down?
16.
You hit.
No.
Oh my god, I hit with my hammer.
Whoa! Is it the first time in 3 sessions?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
For a 1!
Can you hit it harder, please?
For 3.
Hey, he's just getting used to it now.
So, you run up there on this one who's slowly shambling down the hallway, and you swing a mighty blow, and you, a blow that would probably, break the arm, and you notice some bones shatter, like some ribs break, and it just keeps on shambling, because that's what it do.
Every day I'm shuffling.
I don't think you've heard that song in a while.
There's a little bit of the what does the fox say mixed in there. We do remixes here.
Colossus?
I can move in that empty space right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why I cleared it.
No, I'll do that.
Do you count as a large character? You only count as a large character in terms of...
In terms of, carrying capacity
Strength, okay.
and...
but not actual size.
Yeah, he's medium-sized.
So, even though it's not easy for you, but yes, you are... Mechanically, you are able to go there.
really push the dragon up against the wall.
Yeah, literally.
Copperfield, maybe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Slide it in gingerly. What? I meant my knife.
17? No, wait a minute. I keep adding the wrong number. 19.
19 hits.
14.
14. Is that with your axe?
C.
Okay, so you come across with this axe and you lob, we'll say a leg this. I mean, you cleave it beautifully. It's still coming.
That would not been hit yet? Did you not hit
No,
that?
he missed.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to this time, though.
It's not your turn yet.
You're close enough
not.
for
It's
melee, right? What kind of melee weapon do you
I have a quarterstaff and a light crossbow.
The one clawing at Davun. 17.
And some daggers and darts.
Man, look at what happens when you put a tank in front.
Disadvantage at point.
And now the one,
Which one is he?
18.
now the one clawing at Colossus.
Magic.
That would be a 23.
Magic.
And oh wait, that's not the right dice at all. That's way too tough. On the floor, drop the couch
Oh
drop.
god.
Free food.
I'll find it in a second.
Whatever dog finds it first.
Right under the middle of your
Yeah,
chair.
that's the way to change how your dice roll is to eat them and poop them out.
I don't see it. 8 damage,
Damn, son.
and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. They're not zombies.
Yeah.
10.
Woo!
Metagame, what the f*** does that mean?
10 the DC.
I'm wondering if it's
Inspiration point? Fix
the you can't heal thing or if they play it different
Oh.
It used to be negative levels.
I don't know. Is it going to be a negative thing against me here?
So
I'll re-roll it.
No, they're gonna heal you.
No, I'm saying if...
I can't tell you whether or not it hits or not.
You got
so that's
to
up to
decide now if you want to
Yep, re-roll.
inspiration that.
How
Lot
about 18?
A lot better.
Okay. So its claws rake deep into your flesh, just tearing chunks, and you feel these, impressively sharp, probably, since it's rotted, it's more bone than it is nail, and it tears into you, and as it tears into you, you feel like your arm and your chest, go cold, and everything starts to spider out, and then you kind of just roll your shoulders, and you're like, I'm okay. But you feel something tingle when it hits you.
Walking it off.
A little bit like icy hot. It's cool, and then it burns, but then it's okay. Now, Bozak, you can attempt to hit a thing.
17.
To which one?
The one closest to me right there.
Hits.
I don't even remember what damage I rolled on that. 10.
Nice.
Right, the 0 is a 10, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Full damage.
Whew.
And you're using what?
Firebolt.
Which shows up as a dragon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Liu Kang's fireball.
Okay. So you see your sort of skeletal, desiccated, dragon fireball go out, and your firebolt hits the thing right in the face, and fire sort of engulfs it, and it sort of twitches and shudders, and it collapses.
I killed something!
So you can take that one off the map.
This one?
Yep. Now it is... I think so.
Yeah. It's me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
you.
we're going around the table.
Yep, you are.
I'll fire.
The only one without move...
Yeah, I can only see this one.
yes. That's the only thing you got.
Mm-hmm. Does a 17 hit?
You got a +5 to that? Nice.
Yeah, I got +5 on everything.
Okay. Yeah, hits.
Everything's dex for me, man.
Alright.
Short bow, so it's a D6 plus.
You do not get extra.
Oh, no sneak
because
attack.
it's not
I'm sorry.
gauged.
I'm sorry.
Good try, though.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8. So
Short on arrows.
you let loose with an arrow, and you see it sort of like hit into this sucky, wet, gooey mess of what that thing's chest is, and it just kind of sits there and dangles, and the thing just keeps shumbling forward, because that's what it does.
Shambling.
Nope, shumbling.
Gary Shumley.
It shumbles
soon.
approximately
Too
11
soon.
feet around.
That was funnier than it should have been. 11 feet.
Colossus, your turn.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, no, sorry. My apologies. Go
Dick?
ahead, sir. I thought that was the bottom of the round. I looked at the wrong thing. Apparently my J for Jeff also looks like a T for Troy.
Is it a lowercase t? I like how this hallway looks like a swastika. I just want to point that out. That's a little weird.
It looks less like it on my screen. The way we've got it drawn
Like
in.
if when you go down these stairs, if we have to turn south,
Then it's still not a swastika.
It's swastika E. I said
You also know that swastikas are
a Buddhist thing. Blah blah blah.
just letting you know.
Okay. Ding. He didn't let me know anything. You can't ding that. I knew that.
Someone learned.
19.
Someone learned.
Yeah, you hit it. You hit it hard.
It's better. 4.
All right. You feel more internal what used to be bone go crunch,
Mm-hmm.
but still not so much. It still looks pretty good. Now it is Colossus's turn. Just run and fly and kick that thing right into the wall.
Yeah.
That's why I love monks.
Is he a monk?
No. I
You're
love playing
barbarian.
monks.
21.
monks,
Yeah.
3.
monks in this edition look fun.
Yeah.
Full damage.
Damn.
16.
You just take a step forward and cleave it in half.
Has that one been hit yet? You hit it, didn't you?
Yeah, I hit it with an arrow earlier for 8.
So yeah, it's got an arrow in it, and it's still shambling
Don't
forward,
break my arrow.
and you just step
He goes
up
back.
double-handed. You have to you sort of slump your shoulders to the side because you don't have a lot of room, but now that you've stepped forward, you've got all the swinging power you need, and just like you're chopping down a tree, you just cleave this thing from shoulder to groin in 2 wet
Actually, I like to feel like I'm going like
Oh, we're going upward?
up. Yeah.
All right. You go upward then, and you get gore all over the ceiling. You've got falls in 2 pieces. It's disgusting, and it's dead. It's very much dead.
Very much it.
It is very much more dead than it was.
Many much more dead.
So we can knock that one off if you want to. And now the last remaining ghoul is going to claw at Mr. Brassrocks.
Thing you're kind of short.
7 does
No.
not hit you.
You didn't
It
even have
swings
to
and
duck.
misses.
Didn't even have to
All
duck.
right, I'm switching out d20s. I'm not hitting nearly enough. All right,
It used to be your good one.
No, this is the good one.
No, shit, never mind.
That's the one my wife doesn't want me to have anymore.
Quick, touch it. Touch it. Make it bad.
Matt,
Touch it.
it's your turn.
Same thing. Attack with firebolt.
Oh,
19 hits
correct.
for 10 damage.
Man,
Nice.
rolling.
They see us rolling.
So you let loose a gout of fire from your hands, and it flies right over the dwarf's head and hits this thing chest high. And what bits of clothing it's still wearing are probably on fire, and its hair, if it has any, is still on fire, and it just keeps shambling forward because that's what it do. Yes, sir. What's that?
I guess I'll turn a corner
Yup.
so I can see it and hit it with. I'm going to try this crossbow again
Sure.
because I'm running low on arrows.
I like how you're just constantly swapping out weapons like a woo movie.
Yeah. It's like a first-person shooter. When you run out of ammo, you just switch to the next one.
There you go.
That'll hit.
Yes, it
And
does.
that's sneak attack as well
Yes, it is.
for
Nice.
quite a bit of damage. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 damage.
Yes, there's skulls. You want to laugh about it?
No, there was 11 there. And I'm like, what are you adding?
3?
Okay.
He did the math right.
Yeah.
Did
it slower
He's
than
been
you.
practicing.
But you were like 9, 10, 11. I'm like, why are you counting from 9?
My hit dice for people at home have little skulls on them. So you know.
Because the thorny D20 was not emo enough, we had to get skull D6s.
I hear the sound of
Yeah.
1,000 daily commuters going, I don't fucking care.
But that one guy.
One guy almost got into a wreck because he was fist pumping too hard. But
It's like, yeah, you get him, Lestat.
Also, thanks for listening. Thanks for thinking of him 1,000 listeners.
We might. Maybe.
We didn't do too bad this week.
No, we really didn't. But that's a discussion for another matter, or another time. Okay, so you let loose with this hand crossbow.
Yeah. Look at that hole
Davin,
in
you
this
feel
thing.
the sort of whoosh of air as it launches right past your head, and you hit it like right in between the eyes. And it's rotted enough that you see the bolt go through that, and it you see the horrible thing, the exit wound where it sort of, as you get, the gore flying out the back.
bolts are wider in the back. So what I picture is it went all the way through the front of the skull, and then it got wedged halfway out the back.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
No, I just
And-
Daryl Dixon, that motherfucker.
Yep. And so it is now actual dead instead of fake dead.
Instead of dead. Did I lose my arrow in that chest?
I bet the one...
High low?
Yeah.
D6?
Yep.
I'll go high for good. 6.
All right, you got an arrow back. Although it smells,
Gooey, smelly.
it
arrow.
smells really, really bad.
I'll
You wipe
whip it out and just kind of,
No,
slap-
you're a
swing it
rogue.
in.
Stealthily wipe it on the cleric.
Nice.
No, I didn't do a very good stealth check. So maybe I should
He
have been
smells it coming.
sleight of hand. Actually, sleight of hand would have been good.
All right, and you guys, that's that.
How many experience points did
That would
we
actually been
get?
quite a bit. That would have been 200 apiece.
So 648.
I would also like to point out that we are
648.
following.
How do you get that number?
730. I got 739.
Yeah, I got 637. How do you have 700?
Okay, wait. We had
I don't know.
Because it's
325,
Lucas and math?
112.
Because it's numbers bigger than he can count on his fingers.
300 was the level we were at.
437.
You got 100 the last thing we just killed.
No, we got 112 the last one.
Whatever.
114.
Then 200, so 637. Sorry.
Yes. 637.
Hmm.
Trust me, please.
Oh my god, sorry.
I'm just,
too
you know,
ahead.
And I would like
Neither of you have been able to add these numbers. So.
Do I get another 2 for another kill shot? Is that a thing?
No, I only did that because there was leftover XP.
Oh, that's fair.
This time it rounds out to evenly for 4 players. And again, we're not leveling up to level 3 when you reach that experience cap. If you do, just fly.
We're not.
No. I'm interested to see how this... I don't think... I really feel like this introduction is unfair, but I really like how it goes. So, we'll continue.
All right. Hey, guys, I found some stairs. I think we should try those.
Also, Fly, I almost did. So
Oh.
that's a thing.
He's
only
down
one
to
of us
5
that-
out of 31. I got 9 out of 13.
There's only one person here that can heal you. I haven't been
You're
hit at all.
full. You're full.
Just so you know, now that you turned around and looked, so the stairs go down, and then there's a 5-foot landing, and everything goes to the south. You see a hallway branching to the south.
Right.
And then you actually see a set of stairs on the other side leading farther west into what appears to be a much larger room.
Okay, I missed something.
No, you're fine.
Goes west, more stairs over here.
Yep, and you're leading into a larger room. That little landing actually is a 5-foot hallway heading directly south.
South.
So you're on the right arm of the T, as it were.
I think I went east instead.
I think you went backwards.
You did. You were backwards, but that's okay.
Backwards.
2 graphic
And this
designers
goes into
here.
a room?
A big room, yeah.
Completely different maps off of one description.
Are we good to take a short rest?
I was gonna,
So he can heal up?
suggest such a thing.
You and I don't need to heal, so we can just keep watch.
Yeah.
while they
We're in a
heal up.
room with 4 exits. Like, do we feel secure?
I wouldn't call it a room so much as I would call it a small tunnel that you might use to, like,
I mean, we
mule
can
drugs back
go
and
back
forth across.
10 feet to that big room and sit there for an hour.
Fucking muling drugs now?
I mean,
What
that's...
kind of vampire is this?
Who said anything about vampires?
I'm just saying, like, I'm meta now. Like, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Who said anything about vampires?
I don't know. Who fucking said anything
How
about
lo-
drugs?
How low are you, Matt?
Huh?
How low are you?
I am at 9 out of my possible 13.
Okay,
So, I'm
this
only
won't
down by
help you.
4. I'm going to do 1 roll. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a quick short rest so he can heal up.
Where are you resting at?
I mean, we can rest in this hallway or we can go back to that little room with the table.
I mean, I feel like we should go back to that room.
It's
hallway
bigger.
Seems an odd place to rest.
You can wipe that off if you don't mind, Lucas.
go back up to half hit points.
Okay.
I'll
Your
use,
spell?
I'll use my channel divinity, which I get back after a short rest.
Perfect.
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.